Hi, this is Ayako Sekiguchi from Burenesu Kitchen. This time's theme is the correct way to take collagen. Collagen is said to be good for beauty, and so on. Also, there's an image that it's found in luxury ingredients. However, 30% of the protein in our bodies is collagen. Out of that 30% of collagen, 40% is found in the skin. About 20% is found in bones and cartilage. The rest is found widely throughout the body, such as in blood vessel walls and internal organs. It's an important protein, so this time I'll talk about the necessity and functions of collagen, ways to enhance its beauty effects, and methods to strengthen bones, so that you can gain a deeper understanding of collagen. I'll introduce you to very easy and efficient ways to get collagen from familiar foods. So please watch until the end. Iranesu Kitchen focuses on anti-aging through food. We'll keep sharing information to help both your mind and body feel better. So please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Let me talk about the characteristics of collagen. Most regular proteins are actually globular in shape. They have the characteristic of being soluble in water. On the other hand, collagen is not easily soluble in water. It's fibrous, and it's found outside the cells, where it helps form shapes, increase strength, and provide flexibility. That's why it's important for joints, for bending and stretching your arms, and also for your skin. It also has the characteristic of creating flexible shapes like that. Many people believe simply taking collagen is helpful. Do you have the impression that collagen will just settle into your body as collagen? That's why people buy expensive collagen drinks and beauty drinks, and sometimes feel like their skin has improved after drinking them. But to avoid any misunderstandings, let me explain that collagen is a protein made up of various amino acids. It's actually a protein with a fairly large molecular weight. When it gets digested, it breaks down into smaller pieces. They're called amino acids or peptides, which are chains of 23 linked amino acids. They're divided into smaller parts. Then they're absorbed from the small intestine and flow into the bloodstream as amino acids or peptides. And once they reach their destination, they're synthesized again. That's how it works. So just because you drink collagen, drinks doesn't mean it goes straight to your skin. It can go to your skin, but it can also go to your bones or cartilage. Since it's used in various parts of your body, it doesn't have an immediate beauty effect. And actually, collagen is a protein that's hard to digest. For example, shank meat used for stew. What happens if you grill and eat the meat? It becomes really tough, right? But if you put it in a soup like stew and simmer it for a long time, it becomes the tough, sinewy parts turn gelatinous. It changes to a melt-in-your-mouth texture, doesn't it? Some of you may have already realized this, but the easy way to get collagen this time is gelatin. Collagen, as it is a protein that's very hard to digest, and it's tightly braided together like a plait. But when you add water and heat it, those tightly braided strands unravel completely. By doing that, it becomes easier to digest. Haven't you seen this jelly-like substance in various foods? The most common example is, of course, jelly made with gelatin, but there are others too. For example, after simmering chicken wings or fish, the broth sometimes solidifies into a jelly-like form. That jelly-like substance is actually what results when collagen is broken down. This collagen is actually a very long-lasting protein. In the body, it can exist without being broken down for 10 to 20 years. Of course, it depends on the process. The cells that produce that collagen, called fibroblasts, also gradually weaken. However, in addition to that, substances called AGEs, which cause glycation due to food and lifestyle habits, can attach to this collagen and cause it to deteriorate. Or they can promote the breakdown of this collagen. Ultraviolet rays and inflammation are also factors. Those kinds of things also promote the breakdown of collagen. And as we age, the amount of collagen being broken down gradually exceeds the amount being produced. That's why aging occurs. So, as much as possible, we need to make sure to protect the collagen in our bodies. So, does that mean it's good to eat a lot of foods that become collagen? Well, there's some truth to that. But as I mentioned, it all gets broken down once anyway. Fibroblasts also have the effect of promoting the production of collagen fibers. That's right. It means that it helps to enhance it. Collagen is, after all, a protein that holds moisture and serves as a foundation. So it's something like a mesh structure, right? This applies not only to the skin, but also to the bones. Collagen firmly increases the strength of the bones, and calcium is properly absorbed to increase bone density. Vitamin C firmly binds calcium and collagen together. With that kind of image, that's how strong bones are formed. By now, I think everyone has some simple questions coming up. But then, if you eat collagen, will your body make more of it? I think you understand that it promotes collagen synthesis, but what about applying collagen to the outside of your body? What does that actually do? However, the collagen protein itself has very large molecules. So even if you apply it, your skin has a barrier function, so it's not easy for it to get inside. Only low molecular weight collagen in cosmetics can be expected to enhance moisture retention and provide such beauty benefits. So even if you apply something slimy like shark fin to your face, it won't be absorbed. If you're looking for an easy way to consume collagen foods, I recommend gelatin. Gelatin is made by boiling animal bones and skin to extract what's dissolved from them. Since it's dissolved, the protein is broken down into smaller pieces, making it easier to digest. However, as a beauty food, there are supplements called collagen peptides. That's actually something that's been broken down even further from gelatin. It's sold in supermarkets as food. You can buy gelatin and use that, or of course, you can also buy collagen peptides from a drugstore. But the way they work inside your body isn't that different. That's right. In terms of being easy on your wallet, though, I think gelatin is just fine. When it comes to collagen for your skin, it also works to enhance moisturizing effects and things like that. It helps prevent arthritis, osteoporosis, and high blood pressure in bones, or so they say. I definitely want to take it actively. In Latin, there are things that look similar but are used differently. This is the basic gelatin, isn't it? This is instant gelatin, which you can use directly. It's something you can use by just adding it directly into the liquid, right? This time, we're not making sweets, so it doesn't have to be that precise. But things like this are instant, so you can sprinkle it directly into the liquid. If you soak this in a little water first, it becomes easier to use, so I think this one is probably more convenient. One packet is 5 grams. So the amount of collagen you want to take in a day is about 1 to 2 packets. When it says 5,000 milligrams of collagen, it means about 5 grams. Hearing 10,000 milligrams of collagen sounds impressive, but it's just equal to 2 packets of this gelatin. All right then. This time, I want to make a drink using gelatin that has amazing beauty benefits. I'm going to use a luxurious 10 grams. And here we have kiwi. Any fruit that's high in vitamin C is fine, like strawberries or grapefruit. Really, any fruit is okay. Most fruits are high in vitamin C. And here, this is pie. You can use this or not. Either way is fine. But like with kiwi, this fruit contains an enzyme that breaks down protein. You see, gelatin. Furthermore, it's broken down into smaller peptides, so it's absorbed even better. Of course, it doesn't have to be this one. Regular vitamin C fruits are fine too. It's okay. But this combination is meant to help with absorption. If it's something warm, you can just add it directly to the warm item. But in the case of fresh juice, you dissolve it by shaking it into hot water first. It's about 100 cc of hot water. I dissolved it there. You can already see that it's become a bit thick and jelly-like, kind of like a prune texture. Yes, this is what becomes collagen, just like this. But it seems like it would be good for your skin. This time, I'm going to add kiwi and pineapple here, and then just turn it into juice. I added a suitable amount of fruit like this. Next, to strengthen your bones, bok choy and cheese collagen. Let me introduce miso soup. Yes, bok choy. This could also be komatsuna, but either way, it's good. Anyway, please use vegetables that are high in calcium. And as for the dashi pack, actually, if you use it as it is, it's also rich in calcium. So this time, I'm going to use the contents just as they are. And then cheese and gelatin. This gelatin is a little different from the one earlier, so I'll soak it in some water to soften it. Since I want to preserve the vitamin C in Nana Nihara, I won't cook it for too long, just enough to keep it a little crisp. Okay, then I added miso at the end, and now I'll add the cheese. And this is the gelatin that I soaked earlier. It has fully absorbed the water. At this point, you can add it directly and it'll dissolve quickly, making it very easy. If you're using the same gelatin as before, just sprinkle the powder directly in. Of course, getting vitamin C from natural fruits and things like that is the best way. But if you want to get it easily every day, this is my own method. Still, let me introduce it to you. You can use any herbal tea you like. I added something called butterfly pea, which is sold at Aldi. It becomes lemongrass tea. It produces such a beautiful color, doesn't it? The aroma is lemongrass, but you know, just something like this can really soothe your mood, right? Yes, right there. This is vitamin C. There's 2,000 in here, so it's quite a lot. But do you always take this? Yes, I put this on. It's beautiful, isn't it? This time, I talked in detail about a protein called collagen. Collagen isn't just for beauty. In the end, it's also really important for things like bone health and making flexible blood vessels. It's truly an essential protein. Even if you drink collagen drinks for beauty purposes, if your daily diet is unbalanced, all the collagen you take will end up going somewhere else. That's what happens, right? It really makes you realize that beauty is built on having a properly balanced and nutritious diet. This time, I introduced a way to take in collagen from the outside by using gelatin. Of course, it's found in a wide variety of foods. However, if you want to take collagen like that every day, it's said that about 5 to 10 grams is a good amount, so use that as a guideline. Thank you for watching until the end. Well then, let's meet again in another video.